Hello, everybody. Welcome to your weekly energy update. I know I am coming on live on a Sunday rather than a Monday, but I did say last week that I wasn't sure if it was going to happen on a Sunday or Monday just because I am getting ready to travel once again. And I need to like coordinate everything and plan, which does remind me it is March 1st. And I know I always do a monthly energy update as well, and I haven't done that yet. I am planning to on Sunday. So it will be already, we're going to be already in March, but, this is just how it has come out. Like I go with how the energy flows, and also depending on what I'm doing, my schedule, all of that. It really does depend on all of that, and I trust. I'm not strict or rigid about it because I also know just how energy moves. So yeah, for March, I am planning and hoping, depending on also how I feel, because I'm kind of traveling to a place where I'm going to have to adjust to the time. So fingers crossed, next week on Sunday, I'll do a March, like a monthly energy update. Anyway, what's really interesting when I was doing this weekly update, and again, I know it's March 1st, the funny thing is, I'm actually feeling some of the stuff that was coming up for this week is very much tied into March, which again makes sense. We're in March right now. But as I was writing things down, I'm like, man, this kind of feels like March energy. But I'm going to read it as what you can expect this week. But I won't be surprised if this energy does come up for the month of March as well. Anyway, there's this energy for this week. And like I said, I do think this is also tied into March. So take it as you will. But there's a very, very, very powerful energy waking up right now. Like it's very, very strong. It's like a sense of revival, a sense of rebirth. So for a lot of you, you have completed the old cycle, the old chapter. And I know I've been talking about that a lot. And I do feel like a lot of you have done your own rituals, your own ceremonies. I know I've created those for you guys, and whether you use mine or you use your own, it really doesn't matter. A lot of you, it's just like you guys are stepping into your own inner authority, your own inner power, and you're like, it's done. We're done. I'm closing off the old timeline, the old chapter, the old energy. I'm done. We're done. That's it. And it's like you've grieved whatever you've had to grieve. You let go of whatever you had to let go of. It's done. Like there's no more you kind of glancing back. And I know I made a video about this, a channel video about how some of you were still in this like a little bit of a limbo of like wanting to let go of the past and wanting to move into the future and the unknown, but also in a way kind of glancing back at the past and being like, wait, am I ready? Right. And that's that dance with the new and the old self. And it's a emergence, and it's a process. It's a process, right? But I feel like a lot of you are there. A lot of you are there. And if you haven't come into that this week, I do feel like this is coming into March as well. You're just, that's it. You're dusting your hands off. You're saying, all right, that's it. I'm letting all of this go. I'm letting the old chapter go. You're not looking back anymore. You're moving forward. And there's such like a powerful energy to it where you're just like, yeah, that's it. Going. I have no idea what to expect. I don't know what's going to come out of, you know, the next couple of weeks, the next couple of months, the next couple of years. You have no idea, but you're just more confident. You're like, whatever, don't care. It's, it is such a beautiful, strong, powerful energy. I love it. And I was feeling it when I was writing all of this down. I'm like, This is so cool because there's so many of you that are coming into that. And it's your own inner authority. It's your own inner power, your own inner confidence. Like, oh, I love it, love it, love it, love it. Um, yeah, see, I wrote down so a sense of revival, rebirth, completion of the old cycle for a lot of you. And this is most likely stepping into also March energy. Yeah, because I was just feeling that. But it's a beautiful, vital, fresh energy. And it's waking up within you guys right now. If you're not currently feeling this, which I feel like if you're watching either right now or later on after you catch this, it's like you're feeling the stirrings of it. You're feeling, yeah, it's like, it's interesting because, yes, the fire horse started what, mid February? And then the actual new year is in April, and we're so close. Like, to me, I was catching myself. I'm like, wait, is it like April? Like, isn't it April now? And I was like, no, 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 it's March. And time obviously is really weird right now, but it's interesting how my mind was thinking that it was April because I'm feeling like the energy of the new, which begins in April, is starting to peek out now. It's starting to, it's like that seed in you is planted and it's starting to like poke out. It's not fully blossomed, right? Which is why I said for a lot of you guys, if you have been in stagnation, if it has been so slow, savor it because it does feel like you're going to be blasted forward. There's going to be a lot of momentum, and it's not going to be from the old world of hustle grind and burning yourself out, but I just feel like there's going to be a lot of activation, a lot of new projects, a lot of newness, which is going to just feel like a busier time, right? Doesn't mean you don't allow yourself to rest. You do, because rest is productive. But whatever rest and slowness that you're getting right now, just savor it, because I do feel that pendulum moving into a little bit of a busier time of just like where you're going to be like, oh my gosh, that time that I had for myself, I could use, right? And it's always like this, it's this interesting balance, right? Of like, we always want the opposite once we're in that thing, right? So just, that's why I've been saying enjoy this time that you are in. And I'm sure you guys can feel that energy is picking up. And for some of you, it like it's actually picking up now. There's little moments where you're like, man, okay, it's been like a busy day. I've done X, Y, and Z. I've worked on this project. I've connected with this, or an opportunity has come. Like, things are starting to pick up. Okay. And it does feel like it's going to get busier in the coming months. So just brace yourselves, pace yourselves, and honor rest when needed. Okay. So savor this time. Okay. But yeah, you guys are feeling this, and it's funny because it is connected to a glow up happening right now, because that energy is waking up within you. And you're feeling, it's like that inner fire. It's just like, it's waking up, right? There is a glow up happening, and I have made a message about this particular glow up because I have been feeling it, and it is scheduled. I just don't know. I don't know when it's coming. It's going to come out when it's meant to come out in divine timing. If you guys see it, that's when it's meant for you, because I truly believe that's how this realm operates, right? But there's a glow up happening within you. It's fresh energy, fresh energy. First, you have to feel it within, right? You feel that fresh energy within so that you can experience it without, meaning on the outside. So people are actually going to see your glow up and be like, you look different. What's with you? What are you doing? What have you changed up? And yeah, it's going to feel really, really good. You're going to see it in yourself, and other people are going to reflect that back in you. Yeah, and it's like you're stepping, because see, this glow up is tied to you being more magnetic, more powerful, more confident. and feeling braver to take risks, make moves, and walk toward the unknown. Because that bravery is waking up within you, that confidence, where it's like, yeah, I don't know what's going to happen next week. I don't know what's going to happen next month, but I trust. I trust even further. I trust even deeper now. Oh my God, guys. Like, I really hope you can feel this energy within you because it is beautiful. It's, and see, when we reclaim that energy within us, no one and nothing can take it away from us because we have reclaimed it, because we feel it. You know, nothing can come in and take it away from you because you have reclaimed it and you feel it. You're good, you're solid, you're structured, you know, rooted in yourself, in your belief, in where you're going. And it's, oh, I, I love this energy and I feel it as well. And I'm just like, there is a collective of you that are coming into that. And it's just, oh, I love it. It's magnetic, it's beautiful, it's fiery, it's brave. There's like an inner trust that is awakening within you guys. It's so cool. Love it. Okay. Next point I wrote, which I did mention in the beginning, but it's like I wrote in capitals like a lot. A lot of you have completed an old chapter, an old cycle, the one that I've been talking about for months. A lot of you have officially completed it and you're letting go of it officially, and that you have claimed it. So that's why I said it does feel like a lot of you have done a ritual, a ceremony of like, that's it, we're done. The moment you did that ceremony, that ritual, you claimed that that chapter was done. You're like, that's it, I'm done, I'm releasing it and moving forward. And because of that, that's where also this glow up comes from and this level up comes from, that I have made a message about. And yeah, it's just a more embodied, confident version of you waking up within. It's just, I love it. This is very, very, very strong. So if you're feeling it, like, you've done the work, you've done a lot of work to get there, and pat yourself on the back, because I know that this transition wasn't easy. It asked a lot from us. It asked a lot from us to let go, a lot from our own personal lives, and also just from what's happening on this earthly realm in humanity, right? It's asking us to let go of the old a lot. And yet, even, and it's funny, I was having this conversation yesterday with someone. It's like, even if you don't agree with the old systems and the old structures, there's a part of us that grew up in that the old self that has to grieve it, that has to grieve the letting go and moving on, right? And so a lot of you have been doing that, and that hasn't been easy. I know, because I have been moving through that myself. And I am quite sensitive where I feel whatever I'm going through, obviously, but I also feel what other people are going through, what the collective is going through, which is why, first of all, I'm doing this, right? It's literally just, I've always been this sensitive. It's just, this is a part of myself I'm reclaiming back, which is why, again, I'm out there doing this. An old version of myself would have never done this. And some of you are also like this. And if you're feeling called to be making messages in whatever way, shape, or form, do it. There is a reason for it. And this is the next up level for you guys, is that you guys are becoming the leaders in certain things, whatever you're good at, whatever your talent is, whatever your heart is pulling you towards. That inner authority, that inner leader is waking up within you. And it's just like, it's awesome, because it's not just one person, it's many. It's so many people reclaiming their place at the table, not waiting for permission, not you know, kicking stones around and waiting for someone to be like, hey, can you, no, you guys are just walking in and being like, that's my seat. That's my seat. But it is coming from a grounded place, not an arrogant place. Because if it comes from an arrogant place, it's like, I mean, the divine comes in and removes the chair from your feet. It's like, no, this is not aligned. This is not integral. This is not in harmony. So they remove. Like, it's funny. Like, we're just coming into a time where truly true masks are being revealed. Because if you're still hiding, if you're still operating from a wounded place, that is being more seen and being more revealed. Like, that's just becoming more obvious. And we all have to do the work. We all have to alchemize our shadows and come from a very integral, centered place. All of us, not just one, all of us, because we're all starting to see it. We're all starting to feel it. So, yeah. Okay, next point I wrote, because this was quite strong and it hasn't been strong for some time, is love. Now, there's two messages to this when it comes to love. So love energy is coming in strongly once again, but it's not taking you off course of where you're going, right? Because a lot of you had to become rooted, centered, and like focused on your path of where you're going so that this love can enter, right? And because you are doing that, it is coming in, but it's not taking you off course. It's on course. So it's meeting you on the path that you are walking on. Okay. So even if this energy is strong, what I'm saying is just, you're not going to become distracted with it. You're not going to be like, where is it? Where is it? Where is it? Here, there, this person. No, you're going to be like, cool. I'm feeling it and it's coming in, but I'm walking the path. I'm on the path, right? And that's where it meets you. So, okay. So yeah, two messages to this. The first one is that a lot of you are actually just going to be falling in love with this new version of yourself, with this new, more embodied, confident version of yourself. Like, you yourself are going to see yourself rise up, glow up, level up, and start to see how brave you are in taking whatever steps, whatever chances or risks or what, like leaping forward into the unknown. Every time you do that, you're going to be like, man, I really love myself. I really appreciate myself. I value myself. I've seen how far I've come, where you're just going to admire this version of yourself that you are becoming. Because again, it's not an overnight thing. Like, the message I made, if you guys do watch whenever it comes up, I was talking about how there's like a level up and a glow up you guys are going to be going through, but it's not just one. That would be boring. We have many up levels and many glow ups that are happening. So this next glow up, this next up level, you're just going to be like more in awe, more in love with yourself and appreciative over yourself, and see your value and your worth, which does feel like, because of that, because of this glow up, because of this level up, because you are loving yourself more and your heart is opening and expanding, there is a love coming in for you, for those that are calling it in and aligning with it, right? Because I know that there's another certain collective that is calling in a love that truly is like I want to say like the original ancient template of what love actually is. But that's currently waking up. We don't see many examples of it yet, but we will. And there's a certain collective that's meant for, right? So if you're like, oh, I'm not calling in love, okay, cool, that's not for you. You're just going to fall more in love with yourself, and there's nothing wrong with that, right? But for those of you that are calling in love, because you're falling in love with yourself even more, and you have this like admiration for yourself, and again, this doesn't come from ego, this just comes from like, man, like I've gone through it, and you love the risks that you have taken into the unknown, and it's just like this, man, I love me. I love me. And that's how it should be. You guys should love yourselves, because then you realize how worthy you are, how valuable you are, and that you don't accept anything less, right? And so this love that comes in and that meets you where you're at on your path, like, this is a love that truly is a mirrored version of yourself, in a sense of like, they also love themselves, they also admire themselves, they also respect themselves, and because of that, when you two come together, you give that to each other, right? It's only when you're disembodied, you don't love yourself, you don't value yourself, you end up attracting the same mirror, and then it doesn't end up working, or ends up being a toxic relationship, right? As above, so below, as within, so without. So when we come to that inner harmonic place, that aligned place, that healed place, we call in a mirror to reflect that, as it should, as it should. So for those of you, like, this love is getting stronger, and it's meeting you on this path because you have fully chosen it now. You have fully chosen this path and you're walking on it. It's going to meet you. And it's a stable, grounded, mature type of love. Truly. And for some of you, it really is like, this is going to be a template of love that people are going to be like, wow, this exists. That's what I want. That's where we're headed towards. Um, yeah, also a magnetic version of themselves. Like, you're going to become so magnetic, and this person is also going to become so magnetic, and it's like both of you coming together, and it's like a magnetic, really powerful, strong force. I also wrote down stability, commitment, forming, and this feels like, again, because there's a collective of you, it's going to be in different areas of your life. I do believe eventually it's going to be in all, but it's going to start out in one of this stability and commitment. So it could either be through a person, or a career, some kind of opportunity coming in, or financial, or a project path that you're committing yourself towards. And because of that, like, that's going to make it feel stable, secure. There's like a strong rooted foundation under your feet, and it's going to give you a sense of relief. A lot of you have been calling this in. I know, and it is coming in. It is coming in. It is unfolding in perfect timing, in divine timing. And that's going to be different for all of you, right? Okay, I've been kind of, it's funny because this energy was really strong. So there's this, like, how can I say this? There's like this, I don't give a blank energy waking up within all of you. So before, you know how, like, you most likely were operating from like, how are people going to perceive me? How am I going to be judged? How am I going to be accepted? Am I going to be loved? Da, 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 right? A lot of you have been healing that wound and just loving yourself, accepting yourself, and coming into a more authentic, embodied version of yourself, where you're just like, now you're like, I don't give a at all. You like me? Cool. You don't like me? Okay, great. I don't need a big circle. I don't need 200 people around me. I just need my soul aligned family, my soul aligned people around me. So you like me? Great. You don't? Great. Thank you for making my life easier, right? It's a very beautiful, it's part of that confidence. It's part of that embodied, powerful version of yourself, where you're reclaiming your power and your confidence, where you're just like, I just don't give a Don't care. Because it's like you've come to know yourself on such a deep level, and you're so protective over this version of yourself because it is your real self. And it could have been traumatized before, right? And you had to wear masks because of survival, but you've been taking them off layer by layer. And now you're just like, this is who I am. And I don't need to prove it to anybody. I don't need to contort myself. I don't need to please everybody. Again, you like me? Great. You don't? Great. Fantastic. You don't need to be in my life, type of thing. So it's very, very cool energy. Yeah, I wrote down reclaiming lost fragments of yourself. You guys are taking up space, reclaiming your power, your inner authority. And you're also a lot more in acceptance of what was, what you lost, your old circumstances. If people did you wrong, you're like, whatever, I'm letting it go. There's no point for me to hold on, to be resentful, to be angry. I'm letting it go. Why should I hold on to this? Maybe you've learned a lesson from it. Maybe that person learned. You're just in a place of acceptance of what was and also what will be, because you're so rooted in yourself, and that you trust yourself, and that you trust yourself on the path that you're walking on, and that you are guided, that you're supported, that you're protected, and that the divine is working with you, for your highest good, and for the highest good of all, right? Unity, right? Um, yeah, it's also just like the acceptance of the world, the state of the world, what is being lost, what is being revealed. There's an acceptance because we know we need to get through it, that we can't fight it. We just have to accept it, move through it, and change within ourselves, make those changes within ourselves so that we can see that change on the outer. Yeah, I wrote down, it's like spiritual warriors are waking up. Like, again, if you guys have been with me and if you're new, I do name a certain collective that really resonates with my energy. Like, you guys are spiritual warriors. I've said that in multiple of my past messages. You guys are spiritual warriors, and that spiritual warrior is waking up within you and being initiated into action and remembrance. It's really powerful, strong energy. And I wrote down inner protectiveness as well as waking up. It's like a stance for the injustice, making a stand for who you are and what is right. And what is right. It's like that sense of integrity, right? Not just for yourself, but for humanity as a whole. It's like we are remembering that we truly are brothers and sisters, and that we all deserve a place on this earth, and that each and every single one of us have a gift to bring. It's truly like I'm just in awe in terms of this energy, truly. Yeah. And I continue to write, like, a lot of you are remembering your love also for this world, for humanity. And because you're remembering this love for the world, for humanity, for nature, for harmony, it's reactivating your protectiveness to protect this world and to do what's right, and to stand up for your fellow humans, animals, critters, beings in this earthly realm, to restore balance and harmony. It's interesting because this is honestly connected to the masculine energy that's finally freaking waking up. The masculine energy that's finally healing, finally remembering how disconnected a lot of the men were from the feminine. Like, it's this is why I was like, how is this all coming out for this week? Like, I'm like, this has to be part of like March energy, I think. Like, that finally there's a lot more men waking up and rebalancing themselves internally and honoring the feminine, remembering that they're here because of the feminine and that the earth is innately feminine. But like, this is how you restore balance, how you restore harmony. We were too long in the distorted masculine, which that world is ending, right? There's nothing wrong with masculine, right? Energy, nothing wrong with it. But we're healing that distortedness. That unhealthy version of the masculine is currently healing and is being rebalanced. And it's interesting because it really does look like there's more men waking up to this, more men just seeing how, yeah, distorted, unhealthy things have been. And so that there's this like, yeah, this next level of men waking up to it, alchemizing their stuff. And it's like your inner protectiveness of the feminine of this world, of your role here, is waking up as it should. As it should. Is finally waking up. Is it gonna fully come out all in March? Probably not. Not all, definitely not all this week, but there's a surge of that energy waking up within men. And it's like, it's beautiful. It's beautiful. It's like, this is the balance that needs to be restored, and it is being restored. Will it take some time? Yes. But it's crazy how like more and more is waking up and it's happening, and it's just, like I said, this energy puts me in awe. It's truly a beautiful, beautiful energy. Okay, one more point I wrote down is yeah, so most likely this week there's a change happening. Whether it's in your career or just internal changes, or it's a relationship or a relocation. There is a change happening for a lot of you. Which leads me to the numbers coming out this week, which was 5, 9, and 6. So 5, all about change, freedom, and liberation. 9, about completion, ending, and closure. So kind of like I mentioned, a lot of you have been closing, ending that old cycle. And 6, which is home, heart, humanity, and family, which is what I was mentioning. A lot of you are just remembering your love for this earthly realm, for nature, for humanity, for your fellow humans. Like that heart center is reactivating and remembering. So, so, so beautiful. Animal coming out this week was the ram/goat. And that all has to do with determination, leadership, independence, moving forward despite obstacles, and bold forward action. And it just made me feel like protectiveness of what's should be right, of putting things back in order. Question you can ask yourselves or keep in mind this week is, what version of me is trying to emerge right now, and what am I still afraid to release, for those of you that are still having trouble releasing. And if you are having trouble releasing, I have made a shedding and becoming ritual. That is a PDF spoken. Some of you have purchased that, and honestly, like, I made it for you guys so that you can do this in your own ritual and ceremony and speak it into being, so that you can release what needs to be released and move forward to this next level version of yourself, to this more true embodied version of yourself, which you're just going to fall more and more and more in love with. I'll link that down below if you guys need that. If not, you could do your own ritual. It doesn't matter. It's but it needs to be spoken because our words manifest into being. And a lot of you are starting to see evidence of that. Alrighty, guys. I feel like I'm going to end this here. Thank you for being with me live. And for those of you watching later, again, thank you for your energy, for your support, for watching, for liking, subscribing, all of that. Truly, I don't know if I've hit 3K yet, but truly, it's interesting to see when you're finally in alignment, magic happens. And this is what I mean when you guys are called into doing something that is on your heart, that you're being pulled towards, and you know that it is truly in integrity, in alignment, and harmony. It really does start to grow. And it's like, I'm in awe. I'm honestly thankful for each and every single one of you, for your support, for liking, sharing, subscribing, commenting, all that, for sharing your energy with me. Because again, I do this for you guys. I do this because I also believe that we are headed towards a harmonious world, a harmonious time. Truly, I tell that to everybody that I meet. When they're in doubt, when they're like, I don't know, I'm like, no, I know we're going through some darkness, but I know that there's beauty on the other side of that because I have experienced that for myself. Especially when you go through a dark night of the soul, there's beauty waiting for each and every single one of us. Alrighty, guys. Again, thank you for joining me. I know I don't. It's hard for me to like read your comments and then do this. It's just I would have to pick a day where I just sit and chat with you guys. Alrighty, guys. Sending you so much love, and I'll see you next week. Bye.